You're concerned? So you want to get the good stuff, or at least do it? So the book that you have in front of you is just kind of a step-by-step thing. When you get through the tasting, so I'm going to ask you what you can smell or what you can taste. Everybody's smell and taste is different, okay? Depending on your exposures in life. Your olfactory bulb was developed from the time you were born until today. It's still developing. That's a sensory that's between your upper back palate and your nasal cavity. Okay? Figure it is as like a microchip or the processor that puts your sense of smell and taste through your brain and comes back as a word. And that word will be associated with things that you've experienced. So if you live next door to a tar pit your whole life, you're going to be able to, if you've never smelled tar in your life, you wouldn't know what tar smelled like. You see what I'm saying? Or lychees. If you've never had lychees, how would you know what a lychee tastes like? So a lot of the descriptors that you'll hear or read about in magazines if someone's trying to explain wine will get into these very obtuse things that you've never heard of, or you think, how could anyone possibly ever get that flavor from that? So what I'm trying to say is nothing is wrong. If you taste or smell something in the wine, that's true to you, okay? So there's no wrong answer. There's not. I try to take the snootiness out of this. Everybody should enjoy wine. Sales of wine in North America have surpassed beer and spirits for the last 3 years running. So Canadians and Americans are drinking more wine than they're drinking. The other thing with white wine is because of the way it's made, it doesn't last as long. Red wines have things in them called tannins. That's that pucker factor thing. Those come from the pips, the skins, and sometimes the stems. Back to your point about the staining of the teeth. Again, the longer the more intense the skin is on the grape, and the longer the juice is with that skin, the more chance that you may end up with some red staining on your teeth.
I don't know if you already said this or not, but where do the bubbles come from?
So when they make champagne, what they do is I'll just go with Dom Perignon. Have you ever heard of Dom Perignon? Mm-hmm. Okay. So they do it Dom Perignon for about 20 weeks. Everybody in the region in Champagne that has made Chardonnay, made Petit Meunier, and Pinot Noir. Okay? Those are the, what's that? Petit Meunier? With new winemaking process, new techniques, that's kind of drifting off. It's not the same as what. Alright? They can make it any way they want anymore. It's intriguing. Does everybody remember, is anybody old enough to remember the old champagne glasses, or maybe your grandparents have them? Those little ones that look like dessert cups? The cup itself, that champagne glass was designed by, during the time of Napoleon and Marie Antoinette, and it said that that glass was designed with the shape of Marie Antoinette's left breast. So whenever you see those goofy little champagne glasses, that's what it was designed on. At the time, when they first started making champagne, the elite who could afford it didn't like it. They didn't like the bubbles. That's why they designed that flat glass, so the bubbles could get out faster. So, because they didn't like it. So, it's one of those things where wine, the flavors change, the times change, style changes. But now we love the bubbles. It's all about the bubbles, right? It's all about the bubbles. That's why they've changed the shape of the wine glass now. And I have no idea what that was designed on. I'm not even getting into it. Leave that up to your own devices. And there's no reason you should feel ignorant at that point. So what I do is I do personal wine tastings and training. Personal meaning small groups. If you work in an office, you work at wherever you work, whatever you do, you interact with people. If you're in business and you're in sales, if you own your own business, you're dealing with people all the time. What I try to do is take that attitude out of it and give you the confidence to understand. Or even if someone invites you for dinner and you go, oh my God, what do we bring? Who's been there?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So most people in my position work for restaurants, work for wine brokers, what I'm trying to do is I enjoy wine, I love wine, I work for cruise lines, I've run restaurants, I've done all that, and I find that wine is such a great thing that everybody should be involved in. And you shouldn't feel that way when someone presents you with a wine list. You shouldn't always take the waiter's suggestion, because the waiter's job is to sell you the increase his tips, okay? Let's be realistic. And I've been there and I know. So my point is that if we can demystify wine and we can get you to understand that